The late adopter, he's growing on ya. His lines are insane, he's your crack and dopamine dealer. The late adopter, the crypto doctor. He's got what you need, he's your vitamins and painkiller. The late adopter, he's growing on ya. His lines are insane, he's your crack and dopamine dealer. The late adopter, the crypto doctor. He's got what you need, he's your vitamins and painkiller, killer.
The late adopter. Hi guys, how you doing? Welcome to Bitcoin Daily Show every day 9:30 Central European Time. How's everybody doing? Everybody in chat doing nice. There's a lot of green names I seen at one, two, three guys, three green names. Batch, debuting always. Alif is always here as well. Everybody, Michael is on the job. How's everybody doing, guys? How's everybody doing? Do you like the rising wedge? You know, when will this ride end? That's what I'm asking myself. Like, okay, it's going up in the rising wedge. There is the divergence, went up too much, maybe some kind of pullback. Here we had a pullback, but it just continues going up. Like, when is the end, guys? When is the end? When are we gonna end this ride, and pull back? Will there be a pullback, or will we break to the upside? Abdallah is here. Ron is always in the house. Ron, how you doing, man? Sasha, hi man, how you doing? Everybody is in here. Everybody's in here. So we can start and talk about the Bitcoin, guys. Can we start talking about Bitcoin? BTC to 10K. Now that's my man. Nah, not really, not really. Evening from Australia. Evening, man. How you doing? The moon is the end. Yeah, we got a moon, guys. We got a moon on the daily. On the daily right now, the moon is kicking in. So it's not on the dollar or something like that, but it is kicking in. So it might happen that we just start getting pulled down because this very interesting resistance line of resistance is right above us. The Mars is the end. Martin is here as well. Hi Martin, how you doing? For a long time I want Bitcoin to stop and come down. Yeah, some people want to buy in, they want it to come down. So let's talk about this rising wedge, guys. Let's talk about this rising wedge. I think rising wedge is rather interesting. It's actually really nice. It's actually really nice, and it's being respected right now. So I think the rising wedge, there is something to the rising wedge, but will it actually play out? Because it is just going like, we might see some kind of 50,000, even 50,000. Like, you can actually pull this all the way up to 55,000, depending on how you go in this. Right, it never goes all the way up here. Like, it stops around here. Yeah. So this is rising wedge. They usually break on downside. Now, the bullish thing here, yeah, there is divergence on daily. It's a big divergence. So I don't understand why we're still going up. The rising wedges, they do tend to break on the downside. That's what we are expecting now. If this rising wedge is now, if this line gets broken, guys, if this line, this resist line gets broken to the upside, that's a huge bullish signal. Huge bullish signal. So rising wedges, that breaks to the upside, that's a bullish signal. So so right now, if we break to the upside over here, we might continue this rally a lot longer. That said, we are at resistance right now, and whether we're gonna break the resistance or not depends. Now there are a few other resistances we just broke, like the 200 moving average, this 20 moving average, so forth. You can see here the 200 moving average, we are above it. Technically yesterday we broke above the 200 moving average, which is quite nice, which is a very bullish signal. We've been ever since down here, we have been not even close to the 200 moving average. Right now we are above the 200 moving average, but we are also in this rising wedge. So we're gonna see how this actually performs. To go higher, you can still continue going higher like this over here. There is no problem here. You can climb all the way up to for 55,000, maybe even a little bit more. But if you break to the upside and start doing something like this over here, you're starting going some kind of parabolic move. Too fast up is not good. Think contrarian always. There is a big resistance up there. We need liquidity and new buyers. Buyers are FOMOing in right now. Buyers are FOMOing in. Everybody is FOMOing in right now. I think. Let's see the volume, how volume is doing. You know, you can see here the volume is actually technically going up over here with this move up here. So there is definitely some kind of interest in the move to continue in that direction. So you're gonna see here. Yeah, the price and the volume is actually corresponding nicely, but the biggest problem for me is right now that we are hitting this resistance. We are actually breaking the resistance. You know, 200 moving average on the daily is actually broken, but right now we are going for retest. Now if the retest holds, like, it's gonna be hard to argue that this is not gonna, you know, bounce off of the 200 moving average. Now the big you know, the big bullish signal is coming if we break the resistance up here. If we break the resistance up here and start going like over here, that's a huge bullish move. That's like 60, you're already at 60,000, you know, whatever. Before you can say like anything, you are like all the way up here already, you know. That can happen, that can happen. So the good news is you're above the 200 moving average on the daily, but you're in this still in the rising trend, which is a bad news. Now there is there is the divergence down here. There is divergence we be saying about yesterday, and we said that divergence is already in. This is divergence. This was divergence, and we had this red candle, and the price was already going down here. And we said if you know, this can continue going up, and there will be no divergence. But if we get another red candle, there will be divergence. Now we got the green candle, so that technically this is not divergence yet. This now we are looking at this divergence up here. But you gotta have at least 2 days of red candles to actually confirm the divergence. At least 2 candles, because just one down and up, it doesn't say that the switch has happened. The switch has happened to the downside. But right now we are just going right up. So there is divergence on the daily. There is big rising wedge on the daily. But we are above the 200 moving average, and we are above the 20 moving average. We are above the 20 moving average on the weekly time frame. You can see here clearly that you know, we jumped above the 20 moving average, and right now we are all the way up of 45,000. Just like I said, I told you yesterday that even though we close below the 20 moving average, you open above it. That's also a bullish signal. So it looks kind of good, but you know, there are some danger signals. So you know what you're gonna do. What you're gonna do. It can go both ways. Now it cannot go both ways. But if we do go up from over here, that's a huge bullish signal, guys. That's a huge bullish signal. Now you know, we are still waiting for a break on the downside. We're still waiting for the break on the downside. How this is actually gonna play out in the short term is hard to say. But this rising wedge, you have to break one way or other. It should, you know, it should move to the downside. But if it does break to the upside, that's a huge bullish signal. It's a huge bullish signal if it does break to the upside, because these things are usually breaking to the downside. Now, if it does break to the upside, that's a huge bullish signal, guys. That's a huge bullish signal. So we're gonna see how this actually plays out. We're gonna see how this actually plays out. But I'm looking more at the downside. I'm looking more at the downside than the upside. But if it does break to the upside, it's gonna be a huge bullish signal. Maybe it's a start to the rally. Maybe it's a start to the rally. I don't know if people actually knew what was going on here. You know, even though I think only up here, you know, people understood that you know, okay, this is the bull market, you know, but that's what actually, you know, that's like, okay, the bull market is finished, you know. So when people understand that we are in a bull market, you know, the price will already be up here, you know, that's a bull market, you know. And it will continue going a little bit up here, right? It will continue going a little bit up here, and then it will be over, you know. So, but by the time people understand that you are in bull market, you know, it's already it's over. It's already over. It's already over, right? So this might be some kind of start, but you know, if you want to have this start, you gotta break to the upside. If you break to the upside, I think it's gonna be hard to argue any kind of bearish. So this might actually have been start of the new bull market, of new bull run, right? This was the mini bear market. Right now, you know, the start of the new bull market, the secondary bull market. But to do that, we gotta break to the upside. If we break to the upside above this up here, against everything, against the rising wedge, against the divergence. If you do that, you know, it's very hard to be bearish. It's very hard to be bearish. Coinskit in the chat. Hi Coinskit, how you doing? How you doing? What you think? What you think? Are we going up or down? Are we going up or down? Long-term hodlers are not selling. Yeah, but long-term hodlers have been hodling for every bear market as well. But you know, it doesn't mean that there will be no bear market. What about a short-term time frame? Can we go easily past 46 today? Short-term, 4 hourly. Let's see 4 hourly right now. There is no divergence on the 4 hourly or anything like that. It just looks very nice. It just looks very nice. 4 hourly. Can we go past 46? We have been past 46 today, man. We have been past 46 today. See here, we have been to 46.6 already. So I don't know what you are looking for. Maybe you bought the very top up here. Maybe you bought up here, so you're wondering maybe, hey man, can we get back up there so I can sell? I don't know, man. Up until 54k. It was always bullish. I don't know why people said we're in bear market. We're in the bear market, man. It took a long time, you know, but you know, it's hard to you know, say that this is some kind of bull market, you know. It's a mini bear market, but still bear market, you know. People sold, people went, you know, off the beach, people went back to work, you know, people did stuff. That indicates like, okay, that's end of the, you know, bullish run, and right now you're getting correction. So you're gonna see, we're gonna see. What the breakdown target to the downside if we fall from the falling wedge? Breakdown, you know, all the way down. I would say around something like 37, give or take, down here. I think 37.5 or something like that. If you do break from the wedge, but after that, if you cannot hold that support, then you know, it's gonna be very bad. But it does look very bullish, you know. But we have to do this. We have to, you know, get above the rising wedge. We have to get above the rising wedge. If we do that, like, it's gonna be hard to argue anything else than very, very bullish signal. Very, very bullish signal. Why is now my mouse not working? There we go. Pay attention to Litecoin, yeah. Oh, Coinskit is on the Litecoin train. Nice. It's not breaking down. Well, it's not breaking down yet. You know, we are Bitcoin. I think there was a coin called Bitcoin as well. So I don't know what's happening with that. No bear market. It's a correction. Maybe, maybe not. I was just looking at it. New to the TA, but is there a CNH for me? I don't know what CNH. Maybe Coinskit knows. There seemed to be a downward sloping trend line drawn from the last two tops in April, and seems to important according to bearish saving. Yeah, the trend line is of course important. The last time I looked at it, we didn't actually was close to hitting it. Let me see now. Wow, we actually broke that. We actually broke that. Is this only on this is on Bitfinex? Let's see some other. Let's see some other. We actually broke everything, guys. Wow, this might be the continuation, not continuation, new bull market starting, guys. Look at this. Cup and handle, CH. On weekly, we are still testing it. Like, weekly is not yet broken, but daily definitely broke that. Daily definitely broke that. Wow, it looks nice. Here's the weeks. Yeah, definitely broken. Yeah, there is a lot of bullish signals, guys. There is a lot of bullish signal. Much wow. Check expanding wedge, made back testing it. Yeah, there is also expanding wedge, of course, up here, I think. But this expanding wedge, I think you are talking about this expanding wedge. I don't know, man, what kind of expanding wedge you're talking about. This would have been, you know, the back test on that. I saw also that the moon was talking about head and shoulders, but you know, it's kind of weird head and shoulders, and looking for targets on something like 54,000 or something like that. The thing that I'm interested in, whether the rising wedge is gonna break to the upside or not. That's the only thing I'm looking. If it breaks to the upside, if if this rising wedge breaks to the upside, like, it's gonna be very, very hard to argue anything else than it's gonna be hard to it's gonna be hard to argue anything else than a very, very bullish move, very, very bullish move, because this does looks actually good. On the other hand, the rising wedge should pull back. The RSI variance should push the price back, and so forth, so forth. But we're gonna see. I'm hoping we can have another pull to the upside. My channel can grow again once more in the bull market. So we're gonna see that. Buy and go to the beach, but is it raining in the Netherlands? Hello everybody. Every time after price drop from all-time high, when price goes above daily EMA 200, is then correction and then crashed every time. EMA 200. Which chart are we gonna use for this? This one over here. Let's just use normal EMA. Well, yeah, but this was like big reaction. Let's see here. Yeah, we're gonna see how this plays out. I'm not looking at EMA, I'm looking at EMA, but it's same thing. Make me rich. AMC except BTC at end of year. I don't know what AMC is. That rising wedge is too steep. Yeah, it can be too steep. That's why I'm saying if it breaks to the upside, it's not too steep. It's fine rising wedge. I think it's fine. It's not too big. It's on the daily. But if it's too steep, it's gonna take a lot to break to the upside. It's gonna take a lot to break to the upside. But I'm saying if it breaks to the upside, it's gonna be a very, very bullish signal. Like this over here is the best bullish signal. Now it can of course go inside the rising wedge all the way up here, and break it up here or whatever. But I'm looking to for a breakout. If it breaks, it's gonna be hard to argue anything else than bullishness. But right now, rising wedge, it was expected to go up here. It came up here, all nice and good and dandy. Now we should have some kind of pullback back if this is a continuation of the bear market, and so forth. Now on the other hand, if it does break to the upside, it's gonna be very, 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 very bullish, very bullish. The falling wedge from 57 to 30. Yeah, it was. Anyways, guys, that's it for today. I gotta go make the Patreon video. Satisfy my customers or my gang. Guys, take care. The new moon, guys. We haven't said anything about the new moon, but right now we have the new moon on the moon phases. There we go, moon phases. We got the new moon. We got a new moon, so it should go down if you believe in the moon phases. Anyways, don't go. People that go against the moon usually get wrecked. So I'm not advising it. But if you do that, maybe some kind of third moon is playing out that we are not aware of. Anyways, guys, later CK, later everybody. That's it for today. Short video. I gotta go make more videos. Gonna talk about gold, and markets.
His lines are insane. He's your crack and dopamine dealer. The late doctor, the crypto doctor. He's got what you need. He's your vitamin, the painkiller. The late doctor, he's growing on ya. His lines are insane. He's your crack and dopamine dealer. The late doctor, the crypto doctor. He's got what you need. He's your vitamin, the painkiller, killer.
That's it, guys. That's it, guys. Thanks for watching. February 2020. Okay, somewhere around here. This is January, this is February. Okay, around here. This one over here. May 2018. May 2018. Yeah. It broke up here as well. It broke up here. It broke up here. You're cherry picking, man. You're cherry picking. And the last one is June 14, around here. Yeah, June 14. This one up here. Yeah, it can break it down. So that's why I'm saying, like, you know, these relief rallies are pretty big, pretty nice. You know, they go like 50-60% up, but it does not mean that, you know, it's gonna continue going, you know, higher, make some up. It can do that, and you know, if it does that, it's gonna be nice and dandy. But we are in the rising wedge, so, you know, we're gonna see what's happening. Anyways, guys,